So thank you so much. We're going to be a little bit not really out of order, but we wanted to introduce really a rock star in art orbit that we've been supporting this program for a while, the foundation. So we're very proud to have this longstanding partnership with the Miranda family on EduHam, which is almost since its beginning in 2016. It combines classroom lessons with live performances. EduHam reaches students nationwide in a way that few other programs do that we've found. And we're very pleased to have with us today Luis Miranda. Luis is an icon, and we consider you an icon, certainly, and we know that many others do too. You're an accomplished philanthropist, strategist, and advocate who focuses on a diverse range of issues affecting working class Americans, which follows a great panel we had today on working class Americans. And you're a recognized public leader. Another claim to fame is that he is the father and inspiration of Luis Manuel Miranda, and also... Lin-Manuel, sorry. I'm confusing you both, yeah.
No. I worked very hard not to call him like me, because I am a junior. So I didn't want him to be a junior.
So anyway, we want you to tell us more about EduHam and to also introduce us a little bit later after the mayor speaks to our amazing student performers. And we really welcome you and the entire Miranda family into the Rockefeller family, because we really love this program and we think you just do amazing work.
Thank you.
Take it away.
Thank you. It's if you don't mind, I'm going to stand. I'm going to move the chair. It's a pleasure to be here. A long time ago, with the pandemic, life sort of like extended itself. But back in 2016, Lin-Manuel said to me and the producer of Hamilton, when Hamilton exploded, no one of modest means is ever going to see this play. This will become the play for the most affluent in our society, and we could see it at the public theater when day after day people sold tickets for $8,000, $9,000, $10,000. We once sold 2 tickets for $50,000 for a charity. So Lin-Manuel said, we got to do something, and EduHam was born. I talked to friends that I had at Rockefeller Foundation, and they called me a couple of weeks later and said, we have good news and bad news. The good news, it's that we're going to be your partner. The bad news, it's that we don't want more partners. We're it. We don't want you to raise money from anybody else. You could get opinions, but we're going to do the program. We had joined forces with Gilda Lerman, whose sole job is really to work with history teachers. And 7 years later, we have had 190,000 kids who have seen Hamilton in person and have participated in EduHam. When the pandemic started, we opened the program online, and we now have 11,000 history teachers throughout the globe participating in the program, and we have served 940,000 kids online. So I want you to know that your investment has paid off beautifully. Because not only did you allow kids to be part of the Hamilton movement, but you also allowed Hamilton to be inspirational and the inspiration for many, many kids throughout the country and throughout the world. And the way the program works, it's really to serve as inspiration. We have a website, we have history, we have the songs. Now it's even in Disney Plus, so you could even see it in Disney Plus with the original cast. And then you go in a self-discovery trip with your history teacher to find out what grabs you and what do you want to create. And today you will have a treat by having some videos of kids who have done EduHam and some kids who have done EduHam and will be here to present their art. And that's important because I remember being the dad of a kid who went through that journey. My first memories when his present to us, Lin-Manuel's presence to Luz, my wife, and I, was always mixtapes. And quite frankly, we didn't want him to save money and give me another tie that I was not going to wear. And so he perfected the act of mixtapes. And he will grab the essence of people in putting together a number of songs that actually captures who that person was. I always remember in one of my mixtapes when he was around 11, he included a song that I didn't even know that he had ever heard. It's from my favorite singer in Puerto Rico, Alberto Carrion, who's now a viejito, he's now a very old person. He wrote this song when I was a kid. And he closed the mixtapes with that song. And I remember telling him, do you know that that's the song you are playing at my funeral? I said, well, good to know that it's already in the mixtape. And that same concept, it's the concept that helped Lin-Manuel create. I'll tell you 2 short stories. I never know how, but I included myself in the making of Encanto, the Disney movie. And I ended up being a consultant to the movie and participating in all of the meetings and so on. And I was able to witness directly how you move from experience to creativity to a final product. We went to Colombia. We ate in different regions. We ate different kinds of food in Colombia. We went to various regions and listened and danced to the music of that region. We went to Barichara, a small town like the town I grew up, and spent a couple of days there. And somehow, I can't explain you how, in my son's brain, that food, that music, those experiences, those talks with regular people in Barichara resulted in Encanto. 8 songs, now the most streamed Disney music ever, Latin music to that. 8 songs that were in the top 100 Billboard all at the same time. So we hope that the process that Lin-Manuel uses, it is the same process that many of these kids are going to use through their lives. And we hope that the intro to EduHam, with your support and Gilder work, will result in many Lin-Manuels moving forward. Thank you.
Thank you so so much. Really appreciate it. The mayor is out of his car and coming up, so if you can please stay seated, we'd appreciate it. And then we'll show a video and performance in a second. Thanks.
"1775, the Battle of Lexington and Concord. As the first shot is fired in Lexington, Massachusetts, people scattered, the sound of a shot heard around the world. Look at the people run, people run. As we walk down the streets, heading towards Concord, look at the rocky path, then see people run, and then the children run. On April 19th, we marched our way up towards Lexington, but we weren't there to stay. We head towards Concord, looking at the crowd. But then your arms, damn rebels, are you really that proud? Hey, just stop that talk. Keep it up, we'll stop your walk for good. Dead gone. All in the blink of an eye. Huh? Really, you're nasty, just women. Excuse me? Ugly. Hey, unfathomable. Stop that. No way. I've heard enough insults for today. Well, I come closer. He's getting closer. Somebody help, somebody please. But I worry the protection won't be enough. Our husbands are merchants trying to start a war, but we're curious enough to be sure that they're okay. I really don't know. Let's go investigate. We caused this town continue alarm, but me and my army will not be disarmed. We really do want to run. Run, don't walk. Run, don't walk. Run, don't walk.
Please welcome Middle School 936, Arts off 3rd, Alisar Ahmad and Emily Finesilver.
Dear Hamilton,
It takes a heart to love my sister. How could you betray her? 1796, in the home of my aunt, I introduce you to my sister. You should have never been her mister.
1776, in the home of my aunts. My sister introduced you to me, locked arm in arm, so happy, thinking I'll be satisfied. But you won't. Mariah Reynolds shares a different story. December 15, 1792, all I ever want was you, all I ever loved was you. Oh dear God, all I really want to do is to leave you.
Alexander, what have you done? You've broken my sister. What haven't you learned with Mariah Reynolds? Mariah Reynolds.
You've broken my heart.
You cheated her apart.
You've cheated
my sister more than you learned about Congress.
Oh, Alexander, should I forgive
But never forget.
Forgive but never forget. Forget. He told me I love you too much, crossed my thoughts too entirely. Whoa.
He told me that no one could pay tribute to your deserts than I do.
He told me I love you. What did I do to deserve this?
Trust me, honey, he's not worth it.
Alexander, Alexander.
Oh, my dear brother, why?
Dear brother, why? I guess I'll see you on the other side. Angelica.
Oh, dear Eliza,
You are right.
tough nights.
I'd lose my son in a fight.
Alexander Rex and I'd forgive but never forget.
I can forgive nor won't forget. Forgive but never forget. He'll never be satisfied.
I'll never be satisfied.
Forgive but never forget.
Please welcome, from STEM Innovation Academy of the Oranges, Deka Jean-Charles.
Braintree, Massachusetts, March 1776. Dearest John, the weather has been frightful, but the expectation of a new season warms my heart. Spring is almost upon us, and with it I can feel the anticipation of new crops that will grow and flourish, as will our new nation. Although I yearn that you should write to me letters that are at least half as long as the ones that I send to you, I fervently pray that you will respond favorably to what I have to say below. I believe within the depths of my soul that as you prepare to declare independence from England and form a new government, you will remember the ladies. You men make the rules, for centuries it seems, and the truth of the matter is that we're tired of your schemes. There is, as you know, more than words, black and white. Just because it's written down doesn't mean that it's right. You men make the rules, for centuries it seems, and the truth of the matter is that we're tired of your schemes. How can we begin to construct the foundations of a nation when the blueprint is skewed? This is a desperate situation. How can you not remember the ladies? We aren't the ones who act as if we are from Hades. As with all your sex who are tyrants, it is true. Please don't forget all that we women can do. You need our bodies, but you really need our minds. I fear that you and the others need constant reminds of the unlimited power you put into the hands of your brethren. And you wonder why women need so much Excedrin. We are more than just servants of your mankind, hiding behind the curtains as though we are blind. We must have a voice and must have representation if this is truly to be a great nation.
The Declaration of Independence.
They claim it'll bring freedom to all descendants.
They make the rules and then they bend it.
Freedom only counts when you they descendant.
Freedom for who? Not for you.
Because you black, you a slave. What a shame, crying about it will get you whacked.
Thomas wants freedom, but I just can't believe him.
He wants to be free, but own slaves that look like me.
Mr. Jefferson, can I get a word in? Oh, you want freedom? That's what I heard. And what about us slaves? What about our pain? You're just a Negro, ma'am. You are insane.
You think I'm stupid? You're gonna make me lose it. I'm a human just like you. I deserve my freedom too.
Boo-hoo.
Boo-hoo. Freedom for who? Boy, I need my money quick.
So go out in that field and stop talking all that. What a bunch of hypocrites, all trying to act big. You wanna be free, but treat us just like pigs? You walk around, chest up, with your head and your ass.
Girl, don't you know massa will have you hung up fast?
We hold these truths to be self-evident, that these Jews weren't even original residents.
How are you gonna declare independence when you can't put the words black and free in the same sentence? Life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness.
What meaning has these words without any countenance? Come on, Jefferson, all it is common sense.
So please give us our independence.
Please welcome from Public School IS 163 Bath Beach School, Leyland Feng, Vince Santiago, and Isa Suleiman.
American military officer, statesman, founding father, Alexander Hamilton, that's his name. He was sent to the United States, got to say what he wanted to say. He was also really great. Have you ever went to the establishment, manufacturing, bringing added diversity of employment opportunities. Alexander Hamilton wanted houses, wanted people to live with spouses, boycotted agriculture, watched it carefully like a vulture. Alexander Hamilton wanted sculptures, even though he wasn't a sculptor. Alexander Hamilton.
Namaka Awai? Yes, Decker. Give it up, give it up.
Thank you for getting my name right. All right. The squash no longer tastes the way I remember. Before white men made a feast of my people, the soil was kind to my aching feet. My mother learned to hold me from the crisp rhythm of the river. Now the soil does not know who to trust. If the crushing steps upon her body are those of a killer's, the river runs red now. So many of us shot, dead. Last thing we hear is our skin crying, open, I will fight. I will lead 4 of the 6 Iroquois nations to fight beside the British. This war has made a corpse of our tribe's trust. But I'm doing this so the squash can taste like home again. I do not fight for the British. I fight for my descendants to live peacefully without their culture being ripped away the colonies have pillaged. Want to reap the lands further west? I am a British officer. Fluent in English, a faithful Christian, I command and negotiate and lead to survive. I do not trust the white man. The British promised us land and they gifted it to themselves. I know they do not trust us. Coined us Mohawks, English for man-eaters. We are the Kanekahaka, meaning people of a place of flint and crystals. I know the white man has already carved my tombstone. Joseph Brant, born 1743, died 1807, lived uncivilized. My last words will be, have pity on the poor Indians. If you have any influence with the great, endeavor to use it for their good. Don't forget, we natives fought. Don't forget we were here during the white man's war. My native name is Thayandanega, and I pray that my legacy will not be forgotten.
Please welcome, from Robert F. Kennedy Community High School, Eva Raffay.
My name is Eliza Hamilton, but it is the last thing I am. Before you call me Hamilton, call me a philanthropist, for I founded a free school for children in New York. I co-founded Grand EduHam, the first private orphanage in New York City. Before you call me Hamilton, call me a socialite. I was the genius behind my husband's social achievements. I hosted parties and I hosted events. Before you call me Hamilton, call me a sister. I put my siblings before myself, and I picked their happiness over mine every chance I got. Before you call me Hamilton, call me a daughter. I aided my father on his expeditions, and I helped him through business. I am a proud Hamilton. I am the best of wives and the best of women. I am the uncredited aide of Alexander's work. It was me who would pick up the pen when his hands got tired. I am just as much his wife as he is my husband. I am Elizabeth Schuyler Hamilton. It is a woman like me who paved the way for other girls in this great nation. It was my persistence and my bravery that made America the way it is today. I am Elizabeth Schuyler Hamilton, and I am a founding mother of America. I am the reason behind the Hamilton legacy. Thank you.
Miss Torres, you want to come on out? Come on out, Leora Torres. Now, this is my homie. And she about to wear y'all out. So y'all make some noise real, real, real loud. Y'all show us some love. Have fun.
There's good light here.
Mother of 6, only 4 didn't make it. Managed to overcome my circumstances. Still getting the same politics. When it wasn't changing diapers and holding a broomstick. Self-educated through which I accelerated my status as a mother and a wife. I knew the struggle, a day in a woman's life. It wasn't supposed to be this way. I wasn't supposed to have a say. But my story needs to be told. The story of my life will unfold. Well, I made a place for myself in the eyes of society. Let my voice be heard through my husband's notoriety. Remember the ladies, for we won't stand to be mistreated. Won't hesitate to rebel if this cruel behavior is repeated. John, you may be amused, but you can't lie, don't deny how often women are abused in this hierarchy. It wasn't supposed to be this way. I wasn't supposed to have a say. But my story needs to be told. The story of my life will unfold. The story of my life will unfold. The story of my life will unfold.
No, 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 you're not walking away that easy. Ladies and gentlemen, for the first time, you have just seen a star being born. Everybody in here gets to say that they saw you before you got your first Grammy. It's coming.
Please welcome from Longwood High School, Brooke Lacasse, and Kishi Monroe, and Eric Trent.
August 27th, 1782. The war was coming to a close, and the British were retreating. However, Lieutenant Colonel John Lawrence was caught in the gunfire, and he left everyone grieving. I wanted to last through your lifetime, but even without me, I know that you'll be fine. We fought with the Sons of Liberty, but I wonder now, will my daughter be free? Now I'm lying here at the end of this war, and I wanna know if I could have done more. Would I start the way towards civil rights? But it looks like this is the end of my fight. I'm John Lawrence, and what a place to be. I started something, but it wasn't just me. Along with Washington, Hamilton, and many others, we showed people that freedom was not a word to mutter. We fought so that we could represent the mass, raise a glass to all those fallen and had passed, start an all-black regiment, the first but not the last. But will I be there when you learn about this country's past? These citizens and soldiers bear weight so heavily to build this country and show this world what it can be. And I dread that I won't be able to see the end of slavery, but I know that my friends will carry on my legacy. So will I be remembered in our country's history? Will I become an unknown headstone mystery? So Alexander, I leave you to hold the line. If you build this country, I know we'll be